Hope you are all doing fantastically well. We'll give this about 10 seconds or so as we stream live on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, as we stream live on LinkedIn, everywhere. Right? We're almost at 80,000 I guess views on YouTube, and all I do is post shorts. So if you're not posting YouTube shorts, go post some damn YouTube shorts. I'm already up to like 80,000 views and 250 subscribers. I don't even use the thing, but I gotta start. I gotta start using it for real. I wanted to come to you all today and talk about 3 key tools to delivering a powerful and persuasive presentation. And this is the thing that a lot of us don't understand. First and foremost, you and I are not speakers. Because speakers speak to the ears. I have no desire to speak to the ears, nor do I train people to speak to the ears. Because you know what they say, what goes in one ear comes out the other ear. And when we spend our time classifying ourselves as speakers, all we do is spew information at people. And it goes in one ear and it goes out the other ear. I had plenty of teachers in college who were speakers. They just delivered information and they just spit it out at me. You guys ever experienced something like that? But it was not engaging. It wasn't compelling. It didn't get me emotionally involved. I was bored. I fell asleep. That was me. I got a perfect grade point average in school, so don't you try to come at me, okay? But there's a big difference between being a speaker and being a storyteller. Because a storyteller speaks not to the ears, but speaks to the heart. And as the good book says, where the heart is, there too lies the treasure. And the treasure means that's where somebody's credit card is. The treasure means that's where somebody takes action on you telling them to go set goals. That means that they'll go and end the toxic relationship. That means that they'll join your coaching program. That means et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. If we want to learn how to get someone to take action as a result of us speaking, we cannot speak to the ears. We have to speak to the heart. The way we do that is through subconscious storytelling. But we're not here to talk about that too much today. What I want to really discuss are 3 key tools to delivering a powerful presentation. And this is going to dive deep into language. So we're only going to go for a couple of minutes here. But I want to talk to you not so much as to what you say. I want to talk to you about how you say what you say. Big difference. See, most people focus only on what they say. The words they use, the stories they tell, the analogies, the metaphors, the fables, they focus on what they say. But what you say is not as important as how you say it. Did you notice what I did there? It's not as important, tone elevated, as how you say it. Pretty subtle. So I want to talk to you about 3 tools in communication that you can use to make your presentation more impactful, but more importantly, get people to take action on your presentation. The first one that I want to talk about is emphasis. So the first tool that we're going to be talking about today is emphasis. Now let's take this back a second. Why are we talking about tools in the first place? Because you use different tools for different reasons. For example, if I was a plumber and I were to go to your house to fix your toilet, I'm going to have one set of tools to fix your toilet. I'll have another set of tools to fix your sink, and I'll have another set of tools to fix your septic tank if you had one. But what most presenters, speakers, call it whatever you want to do, they try to bring the same tools to different jobs. But that doesn't make sense. Imagine if a plumber tried to fix a toilet with the same tool that he uses to fix a sink. It wouldn't make sense. But unfortunately, many speakers, presenters, whatever you want to call them, bring no tools and expect to get the job done. But my job here today is to just present you with some tools. And the first one we're going to talk about is the power of an emphasis. Notice what I just did. I emphasized the word emphasis. And what does this do, okay? These tools that I'm going to be describing to you allow you to punctuate and validate what it is that you are saying. They allow you to punctuate and validate what it is that you are saying. Because when you speak, not all words are created equal. And emphasis is a powerful tool. Let me give you a live demonstration of the power of emphasis. And I'm going to give you a quote. What is a quote that I really like? Let me think. I'm going to use this quote. Destiny is not a matter of chance. It is a matter of choice. Okay. So I'm just going to, how 99% of people will say the quote. It'll sound something like this. Destiny is not a matter of chance. It is a matter of choice. That's how most people will say it. But is that powerful? Does that resonate? Does that make people emotionally involved? Does it get people to look within themselves? Not really. But now if I do it like this. Destiny is not a matter of chance. It is a matter of choice. Destiny is not a matter of chance. It is a matter of choice. So what did I do? I identified the key words in my presentation, or in that sentence rather, that I wanted the audience to not only hear, but to feel. So I identified what we call our power words. In that sentence, or those two sentences, here are the power words. Number one, destiny. Because that is the context. That's the foundation of the entire two sentences. Destiny is is a power word. A power word is a word that we have to emphasize. Why are we emphasizing not? Because it draws a contrast. But also, when we say not, what happens? We draw a sense of curiosity in the imagination of the listener. Therefore, they willingly give us their attention. Thank you very much for your attention. So destiny is not a matter of chance. I emphasized chance. Emphasize doesn't mean you got to scream all the time and do all the things. No. Emphasis can be subtle, just like I did right there. So I emphasized destiny is not a matter of chance. Now, why do I drop my voice and why does my tone go lower? Because it gets people to lean in and they want to know what's next. Now to go to the next sentence. It is, now, why am I emphasizing it is? Because remember, we just said what it was not. So now I want to emphasize what it is, drawing the contrast between the two, drawing the contrast through my vocal variety and my emphasis. It is a matter of choice. Choice, 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 choice. You see the tonality? Now let me go through it all again. Destiny is not a matter of chance. It is a matter of choice. That's much more powerful compared to destiny is not a matter of chance, it is a matter of choice. It's not so much what you say, but it's how you say what you say. So emphasis is the first tool. Second tool we're going to talk about is pause. The power of a pause. See, I'm going to go through this quickly, but a pause is powerful. Why? Because it gives the audience the ability to do three things. Number one, it gives the audience the ability to ingest what you're saying. When I say ingest, I mean they get to take in what it is that you're saying. They start chewing on it like, oh shoot, that was kind of good. That was deep, my brother, my sister. That was good, right? They start taking it in. Number two, it allows the audience to digest. Number one is ingest. They start chewing on it. Number two, it's they digest. the information. Now it starts going into their belly. They start making sense of it. They start kind of getting it. They understand what you're saying. And number three, it allows them to apply what it is that you are saying to their particular life and situation. So you need to learn how to pause in between key phrases. I'll use the same two sentences as an example. Destiny is not a matter of chance. Pause. Why do I pause? It's called a pregnant pause. It gets the audience to anticipate and think, oh, what's coming next? What's coming next? It builds up suspense. Destiny is not, you could throw in a pause after not, a matter of chance. It is a matter, pause, of choice. Versus, destiny is not a matter of chance, it's a matter of choice. Big difference, guys. Most speakers, presenters just focus on the words that are coming out of their mouth rather than mastering the delivery of those words. You see the difference? Are you getting this? Does this make sense? If this makes sense, just put a comment down below. Let me know that I'm making sense right now. Now, here's the last tool that I wanted to really talk about, and that is pace. 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 I really wanted to come on here and talk about pace. Why? Because I think it's super important, and if you don't understand pace, then you won't understand anything else. See, if you don't understand what I'm doing, I'm demonstrating what I'm talking about. So when I say pace, I mean the speed at which you speak. Now, I have a story that I share about a time that I was at U.S. Army Airborne School when I was jumping out of airplanes when the planes were at 1,250 feet up in the air going 150 miles per hour, and I was so scared. And as the plane took off the ground, I was shaking in my pants, and I couldn't think. And oh my God, I didn't know what I was doing. And I was going crazy, and they said 30 seconds. 30 seconds until the door was about to open and we had to jump out of the door. And I was just sitting there shaking and I couldn't do it and I couldn't do it. Finally, I jumped out of the plane and everything was beautiful. And I realized that I survived. But not only did I survive, but that the thing that I was most afraid of brought about the most beauty I had ever seen. So do you see how my pace was much different before I jumped out of the airplane and after I jumped out of the airplane? Why? Because when you change your pace, you control the feelings that the audience has. So when I was building up a pace of, oh my God, I'm going to jump out of the airplane, I was so scared, I didn't know what was going to happen. Guess what? Now there's a sense of adrenaline that is released within the audience without them even knowing it. Why? Because I control them with my pace. But now when I jump out of the plane and I slow down, I say, wow, it was beautiful. Controlling the audience. So those are three tools that I wanted to introduce you to tonight. Number one, we talked about the power of emphasis. We didn't talk also about how emphasis can change the meaning of a sentence. I'll give you an example. It is my turn to buy a house. Okay, that's one meaning. Here's another meaning. It is my turn to buy a house. Here's another meaning. It is my turn to buy a house. One sentence can mean three different things. So guys, I just want to leave you with this. Stop focusing not only on what you say, but focus more so on how you say what you say. And if you found this valuable and you want to take this a step further and you're ready to master this, go ahead and send me a direct message and let me know that you want to master your ability to share your message with your audience so that you can connect more deeply, you can captivate their attention, and ultimately you can learn how to speak so that you get paid. Okay? Appreciate you guys being here. Adios, amigos. Have